Hi everyone, Mayor Craig McFarland here today, and we're here to talk about the Mayor's Reading Club and to celebrate our 25th anniversary of the Reading Club and all the volunteers that have been part of that effort. And here with me today is my fellow council member, Donna McBride.
Yeah.
Donna, welcome.
Well, thank you. I'm so excited that we are at 25 years. Do you realize how many kids that must have been able to been read to over the years, and how many volunteers?
It's a big number, and it's so important that kids see other people and their parents like reading to them, and it also, I think, encourages them to read. And so important that, you know, our young people know how to read by the time they get out of the third grade. So that's part of the push here, is to try and make sure that we make kids have fun with reading and parents have fun with reading.
Right. And you know, if we really get kids to look at reading as fun and not, you know, something they have to do, then, you know, it's a lifelong skill that they're always going to learn. But more than that, it brings volunteers into the schools, and especially we have a lot of winter visitors that come, and they enjoy so much being able to sit down on the floor and read with the kids, and they learn about our community, and so it's just a win-win situation.
Well, I know I tend to just read the books, and I did find this one book, this more recent book. It's called The Dog Poop Initiative. If you haven't heard about it, go out and check it out. It talks about, you know, how to do things right, and how don't just point at something and expect somebody to pick it up. You know, get out there and take some initiative. So I wouldn't recommend it for kindergartners, but first, second grade it probably works.
And I've read books along the way that really talk about being kind and give examples of how they can help our community and about volunteerism at any age. And it's always interesting to hear what the kids have to say. And I'm like you, the kindergarten and first grade, they're the ones that really keep us on our toes with some of their comments. So you have to be ready for that. But I will say that the volunteers that I've talked to really enjoy learning about the schools, and it has been a great success.
It has been. I've really enjoyed it. I've been doing this now for 6 years, and as have you, or longer actually. You've been doing it longer. And it's funny because I found this spoon in my bag when I put my book in this special bag when I go to the school, and it's just a plastic spoon, and it's a magic trick that I do with the kids, and I forgot I had it in the bag, and I pulled it out with the kindergartners. And what you do is you kind of rub the oil off your nose, and you stick your spoon on the nose, and it sticks, and you don't have to hold it. And the kids go crazy.
Well, I'm not quite that magical, because I usually take handouts. I do the voices, and then sometimes I do coloring pages for them that has to go with the book that they do. Or I take pencils for each of the kids, and so I try to, you know, blend a little bit. But I will say that some of our volunteers have been very creative. They come in costume at certain times of the year, and they do change their voices, and they get into character, and they bring stuffed animals and wear special hats, and so it's really fun for the adults as well as the children.
Yeah, it's so important too. Just to reiterate, you know, we really need our children to be able to read. They need to have fun at it. That's how they'll learn to read. And so if anybody's interested, it's on our city web page under the library. And then under the title of Mayor's Reading Club. So if you have a need or would like to help us out, we'll take volunteers anytime. So just go to that website, and it'll give you more information. Or go down to the main library and ask for Amber Kent, because she's the one.
She makes the things happen. She organizes it. We just have the fun of reading to the kids. And I think at one time, our high number right before COVID, we had like 89 volunteers. I would love this next year for us to hit the goal of 100, because when you think of all the children and all the schools we have, that's not very many people. It's 1 hour a month, literally. And I think everybody has an hour that they can sit down on the floor and enjoy some time with the kids and read a book.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we could get to that number, then we could also get back out to the charter schools as well, because I think we didn't do the charter schools this year. So I'd like to get back out to all the schools.
Well, my message to the volunteers is thank you. And I know you have to carve out an hour a month, but you know, it's so worth it. And it really is not about just reading, it's about helping children move forward. And education is a really big deal to our community, and we need to do our part.
Totally agree. And I just encourage everybody, let's get out there, let's volunteer. And again, thank you to all of our volunteers. And let's read.
My name is Bob Jackson. I am the former mayor of Casa Grande. I served from 2007 to the end of 2016. I'm here today to talk about the Mayor's Reading Club. It started 25 years ago under former Mayor Bob Mitchell. It was really modeled off of a program similar to that in Tempe. And I have off and on over the last 25 years, I've been a reader. I was a mayor for almost 10 years and read that whole time that I was a mayor. It is such a great program. And I know when we first started it, we read up to fifth graders. And I think several of us were kind of intimidated that we were talking all the way up to fifth grade, reading to fifth graders, because a fifth grader can read. And the library was really helpful in helping us pick books out for those age groups. And I can't tell you, there were days I would sit there in my office and think, oh man, I really don't feel like doing this. And I committed to do it, I'm gonna go. You go and you be around these young people and it is so much fun. You come out of the room and you're really rejuvenated about it. It's just a great program. And I'm really happy that it's survived 25 years. I mean, we've been through some tough times with COVID, but if you could have an hour a month, volunteer for this program. It is so much fun. You get so much out of it. If you don't know what to read, the library would be more than happy to help you pick books out. Both my wife and I read for the years that we did it, and we had a favorite book. It was called It's a Fine, Fine School. And it was perfect for second, third graders because it's about kids that start off having to go to school like normal. And then all of a sudden the principal goes, I think you should start going to school on Saturday. And they do that then maybe on Sunday. And then maybe on the holidays. And then all summer long. And it's kind of a fun transition. And we've read it to our grandkids. And up through seventh grade, they'd come to the house and go, hey, can we read that book? Great program, a lot of fun. If you could have an hour a month you can give, volunteer. I'm sure that you can contact the library and tell them you want to volunteer for the Mayor's Reading Club, and they would love to have you. So, great public service. Go out and get involved. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dr. Barbara Wright. I am the principal at Cottonwood Elementary. I worked here in Casa Grande for 20 years for the Casa Grande Elementary School District. And I love books. All kinds of books, and so do our students. At Cottonwood, many of our students don't have the opportunity to meet with people who love books or to meet people who love books. So we work to give them books, but it's super important to have the Mayor's Reading Club where people come to our school. Our students get to come up to the front of the office, introduce themselves, escort the readers back to the classroom, and then have people who are volunteers to come to our school and read to them. Students need to know that people in the community care about them and that all kinds of people need to read. And so bringing a book in that a person loves, that energy they bring into the classroom is so exciting, and our students get so involved in it and learn the importance of reading, but also the joy of reading. We sometimes spend so much time teaching kids to read that we forget to teach them the joy of it. And so when people come in and just share their favorite book or their favorite story, and it also gives our community the opportunity to see our students as small children who are enjoying literacy and enjoying reading and enjoying interacting with people and being able to just ask people and talk about their lives.
So, hi, my name is Julie Holdsworth. I'm the principal at Mesquite Elementary here in Casa Grande, and I've been in education for 36 years, and I've been the proud principal of Mesquite Elementary for 10 years. I absolutely love Mayor's Reading Club. It's something that I believe in. In fact, we're real big on read aloud in the classrooms, and it's built into our daily schedule that teachers read aloud to their students, because when you read aloud to students, they see that love of reading. They get excited about different books, the genres, the authors. And then the teachers also are modeling not just good reading with the students, but how to use their reading strategies, using reading skills, developing their vocabulary, and also they read with prosody. And prosody is all about using the animation in your voice to make those characters come alive. So in that regard, reading aloud to students is of great benefit. But I would say Mayor's Reading Club is the icing on the cake to the importance of read aloud with students, because they see, oh, it's not just my teachers reading, it's not just people in my family that read. There are people all over the community that read also. And in that regard, they see all the more enjoyment that other people are getting out of reading. So to me, the real benefit is those regular people out there in our community coming in and modeling that reading with students and that love of reading. When we know we have Mayor's Reading Club going to happen at our school, I always remind the teachers, ask the volunteers who come into your classrooms, do you use reading in your everyday lives? Do you use it for your jobs? And oh my gosh, they always have reasons how they use reading for their jobs and their everyday lives. And that helps the students see the benefit of how reading is going to benefit them in their daily lives, what's in it for them. This is an important skill, not just for the enjoyment of reading, but for helping them to have a purposeful life with their career. It's very beneficial that way. It's nice that Mayor's Reading Club is established and that we have partnered with the library to bring this program to our classrooms, because we believe in having people come in and read to the students. And honestly, that work is done for us, to go out and find all those people who have that interest in touching students' lives and helping them to develop a love of literacy. It's a fantastic program. I'm a big believer in that. And the students just love it. They get very excited when they see that Mayor's Reading Club is today. And it makes them feel valued to know that community members are coming in and reading to them. To take the time out of their day to do that makes us all feel very special at our school.
Hi, my name is Amber Kent, and I'm the city librarian for the city of Casa Grande, and I oversee the Mayor's Reading Club. So I collect the applications from our volunteers, and I schedule the classes each month for our volunteers to go out and spend just 1 hour a month reading in kindergarten through 3rd grade classrooms. I love the Mayor's Reading Program. I love being a part of it. I love dealing with the schools and coming up with the schedules. I love working with the volunteers, but my favorite is actually reading in the classroom. That is the absolute best way to start my day. I show up at school, I check in at the front office, and then I get to go and I see kids who are so excited to see me and to share a story. We have great conversations about what it means to be brave, what it means to be kind, what it takes to get a library card, and why reading is so important. Our kids today need to see that people love reading, that reading is something that's not just something you do for school assignments or something that your parents make you do. Reading can be really fun, and so it's great for volunteers to come in and share that love that they feel for reading and books with our young people. So I hope you will join us with the Mayor's Reading Club as we celebrate our 25th anniversary. Thank you.